Have you ever wondered what the weirdest food in the world looks like? Well, here's a mind-blowing fact: over 2 billion people on Earth regularly eat insects as part of their diet. Yep, while you might be grossed out by the idea of eating bugs, for many cultures, it's just another day at the dinner table. From crawling critters to smelly fermented dishes and jaw-dropping national delicacies, today we're diving into the top 10 weirdest foods people eat around the world. Some of these will make you cringe, some will make you curious, and a few might even make your mouth water if you're adventurous enough. So grab your snacks, but maybe not while you're watching this, because things are about to get weird, wild, and unforgettable. Let's begin our culinary adventure. 10. Fried tarantulas, Cambodia. Imagine walking down the street, and instead of popcorn or chips, people are munching on giant spiders. In Cambodia, fried tarantulas are a common snack. These hairy arachnids are deep-fried until crispy, often seasoned with garlic and salt. Locals say the legs are crunchy like fried chicken skin, while the body has a soft, gooey texture. Sounds daring, right? What started as a survival food during hard times has now turned into a tourist attraction. 9. Hakkarl, Iceland. Next up, we head to Iceland for what many call the smelliest food on Earth. Hakkarl is fermented shark meat, usually Greenland shark, that's buried underground for months and then hung to dry. The result? A dish with a strong ammonia smell, kind of like cleaning supplies, and a taste that challenges even the bravest eaters. Even celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay couldn't keep it down. But for Icelanders, it's a traditional delicacy and a symbol of resilience. 8. Century egg, China. Now here's one that might surprise you. Century eggs, also known as 100-year eggs, aren't really 100 years old. They're preserved duck, chicken, or quail eggs that are kept in a mixture of clay, ash, and quicklime for several weeks or months. The yolk turns dark green or black, and the white becomes a jelly-like brown. Sounds gross? To many in China, it's a prized delicacy often eaten with rice or congee. The taste is creamy, salty, and surprisingly rich. 7. Casu marzu, Sardinia, Italy. This next one is not for the faint of heart. Casu marzu is a cheese so unusual, it's actually banned in many places. Why? Because it contains live maggots. This Sardinian sheep's milk cheese is intentionally infested with cheese flies, whose larvae help ferment it until it becomes extra soft and creamy. Locals say the maggots add to the flavor, but visitors often find the squirming critters hard to ignore. If you're brave enough to try it, you're eating one of the world's weirdest, and riskiest, cheeses. 6. Balut, Philippines. At number 6, we find one of the Philippines' most famous, and controversial, street foods, balut. This is a fertilized duck egg, boiled and eaten whole, often with a pinch of salt or a splash of vinegar. The catch? Inside the egg, there's a partially developed duck embryo, feathers, beak, and all. It's packed with protein and considered an energy booster. Locals love it, but for outsiders, the sight alone can be enough to lose their appetite. 5. Surströmming, Sweden. Ever smelled something so bad it stuck with you forever? That's surströmming. This Swedish dish consists of fermented Baltic herring, canned and left to develop a notoriously pungent odor. In fact, it's often called the smelliest food in the world. Opening a can indoors is a big no-no. Most people do it outside to avoid filling the room with its overpowering stench. But despite the smell, many Swedes enjoy eating it with flatbread, potatoes, and onions. It's a national tradition with a serious kick. 4. Sanukji, South Korea. Moving to South Korea, we meet sanukji, a dish that's as fresh as it gets. It's raw octopus, chopped into small pieces and served immediately. Here's the kicker: the pieces are still wriggling when you eat them. The tentacles continue to move thanks to nerve activity, making it a very unique eating experience. Diners say it's chewy, slightly salty, and best enjoyed with sesame oil. But be careful, those suction cups can stick to your mouth if you're not paying attention. 3. Witchetty grub, Australia. Deep in the outback, indigenous Australians have long eaten witchetty grubs, fat, white larvae of moths that live in the roots of trees. They're often eaten raw, with the taste said to be like almonds, or cooked over hot ashes, where they become crispy on the outside and gooey inside. It's a staple of traditional bush food and packed with protein. For many visitors, the texture alone is a major challenge, but it's considered a cultural treasure in Aboriginal cuisine. 2. Escamoles, Mexico. Next, let's talk about escamoles, often referred to as insect caviar. These are actually ant larvae harvested from the roots of agave plants. They have a delicate, buttery taste with a texture similar to cottage cheese. In Mexico, they're often fried with butter, garlic, and spices, then served in tacos or with tortillas. Once you get past the idea of eating ant eggs, you might be surprised by just how delicious they are. 1. Fugu, Japan. Finally, the #1 spot goes to Japan's legendary, and dangerous, delicacy, fugu, or pufferfish. This dish is famous because it contains a lethal poison that can kill if it's not prepared properly. Only licensed, highly trained chefs are allowed to serve it. Despite the risk, fugu is considered a delicacy, often served as thinly sliced sashimi or in hot pot dishes. People who try it describe the thrill as part of the experience. It's food with an adrenaline rush built right in. Bonus fact: coffee made from animal droppings. Think we're done? Here's one last bonus fact to keep your jaw dropped. Around the world, some of the rarest, and most expensive, coffee comes from beans that have passed through animals. In Indonesia, there's kopi luwak, coffee made from beans eaten and digested by civet cats. In Thailand, elephant dung coffee is made in a similar way. Sounds gross, but the process supposedly removes bitterness and creates a smooth, rich flavor. Would you dare to try it? So there you have it, the top 10 weirdest foods people eat around the world, plus one unforgettable bonus. From tarantulas to maggot cheese, from wriggling octopus to poisonous fish, we've traveled the globe through some of the strangest plates ever served. Which of these would you try, and which one makes you want to run the other way? Let us know in the comments below, we'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this weird food adventure, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more strange, fun, and fascinating discoveries. And if you're feeling brave, check out our related videos on the weirdest travel traditions and the most unusual festivals in the world. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the weirdest foods tell the most delicious stories.